Hey guys, welcome back. Now, sometime back, I did a major unboxing with a whole range of different Switchbot products. Now, unfortunately, for personal reasons, it has taken me some time to get to one of my first reviews for Switchbot. But on the flip side, that's allowed me quite a few months to really test this out. So this is the Switchbot Humidifier, one of the many products that I unboxed. Now, having been used this for months, I have to say it has come to a point now where I cannot imagine my life without it. Now, in terms of unboxing, it is very simple. You get the humidifier in one piece. You just have a filter over here and the cover that's separate, but you just have to put it in. Pretty much a no-brainer assembly. Now, in terms of design, well, in true Switchbot fashion, I absolutely love it. I think it is top-notch. It is very well designed. There are a couple of things that I will mention in a bit. One of it I'll talk about later. But first of all, you have a lot of attention to detail. Now, obviously, you can see the humidifier right here. Now, right at the top of the cover, where the nozzle, where you see the mist being sprayed up, it's actually rotatable 360 degrees, so you don't actually have to move the entire humidifier just to get it at the position you want. I just moved this here, and I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but it's a 360 degree rotating nozzle here that I can turn anywhere at any time. Doesn't affect the humidifier working. Absolutely brilliant. There is one tiny detail that I'm not entirely happy about. Now, one good thing about a humidifier is that it actually has an added feature of having a specific container for you to put any essential oil. So that's really cool. It has a built-in essential oil diffuser. And actually, it's right in the corner over here, right at the bottom. Now, nothing wrong with it being at the bottom. The problem is the catch for you to enable to pull that little slot out is actually underneath the humidifier. So if I try to pull it out now, but just using my fingers and my thumbs, I can't. I actually have to lift the humidifier a little bit to get in the catch and then pull the whole thing out. So small little design flaw, maybe for future models, that's something that Switchbot could look at. But again, like I said, apart from that, I absolutely love the design, and in true Switchbot fashion, they have paid so much attention to detail and thought of almost everything without breaking the bank. And yes, being a Switchbot product, this is a smart humidifier, right? And pairing it with the Switchbot app is, again, really simple, really straightforward. Although do note that if you want to control the humidifier outside of your home network, you will need the Switchbot Hub or the Hub Mini to connect it to the internet. Otherwise, you can only control it when you're at home. Now, in terms of functionality, first up, of course, it does the basics, alright? So a humidifier basically releases water vapor, like you can see over here, to increase the humidity of the area surrounding it. And like I said, this has been invaluable for me and the wife. Now, because for me and my wife, we used to live in a tropical climate. So I'm originally from Singapore, and now we've moved to Calgary in Canada. And Calgary, this area at least, has a much drier climate, and it does come with a few sort of consequences. Number one, with it being drier, we've noticed our skin is a bit drier as well, and there's a lot more need to put on moisturizer. Now, having a humidifier actually solves that. But apart from the dry skin, one thing we've also noticed, and anyone who's had that shift from a tropical to a drier climate, you would also realize that you would get a lot more static electric shocks than you would back in Singapore. And it's so common. Any metal surface that I were to touch, I get zapped. It's so annoying. But ever since we've had the humidifier, we actually have two now. We have one in the living room, one in our bedroom. The amount of times we get shocked has dropped drastically. And even having it in the bedroom, what we've noticed is that it has actually improved the quality of our sleep. Maybe it's just something that we're used to, but yeah, like I said, we just cannot live without this right now. And like I mentioned earlier, one of the added features of the Switchbot Humidifier is this extra built-in essential oil diffuser. Now, like I said, really simple. Just take out the compartment, which yes, does take a bit of moving to get it out. Just put in a few drops of the diffuser, put it back in, and you get that essential oil smell. And again, back to getting a good night's sleep, just putting in a bit of lemongrass or lavender is amazing. Now, the Switchbot Humidifier also has 4 specific modes for the humidifier, which again is something that you might not get in a lot of other humidifiers. Now, first of all, you might not be able to see it as clearly on the camera, but it actually has 4 different modes that are color coded. So the one that's on right now, if you take a look, it's on yellow, which is sort of a low mode. And then if you press and you go to orange, it's a bit stronger, and the strongest will be red. And of course, like I said, there are actually 4 modes. Now the 4th mode is probably one of the most unique ones I've heard. So it's actually the auto mode, and that sounds plain enough, but actually what it does, it adjusts the amount of water vapor it releases according to the humidity that you set on the app. Now it does need an additional product also from Switchbot called a smart meter that actually detects the humidity level. Now that is actually a really good product as well, and very competitively priced. We'll talk about the price of the humidifier plus the smart meter and the bundle a bit later on. But yes, if you have that smart meter and it's paired with the app as well, you can actually set the humidity level that you want to maintain your room at, and the humidifier would use it and adjust it accordingly using the smart meter's measurements. Now honestly, that to me is already reason enough to buy the Switchbot Humidifier. I can't think of any other humidifiers out there that allow you to do that. Now one thing you might have noticed is that this Switchbot Humidifier is pretty big. And yes, this actually allows you to hold 3.5 liters of water, which is massive, right? And that allows you to let this run, all right, non-stop for 2 days. And that is Switchbot's claim, and I tested it out. I actually got almost 49 hours before it totally ran out of water. So that's basically 2 days plus an extra hour, but that is absolutely incredible. So is there anything I don't like about the Switchbot Humidifier? Now, I did mention that I found it a little difficult to remove this compartment to put the essential oils in, but it's by no means a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. You just have to lift it up and you can pull it out, no problem at all. I do have one suggestion for Switchbot, and again, it's not a problem, but what I did find is that yes, there are a lot of benefits to having a humidifier this big, but there are more uses than just for the home for the humidifier. There are a lot of people who use a humidifier at their workspace, you know, and this isn't exactly a good fit for a workspace with sort of a limited space with your computer and your keyboard and all that. Having something this big might not be that feasible. So what I would say is, if Switchbot came out with a smaller version, like maybe they call it the Switchbot Humidifier Mini or Micro or whatever, that would make it a lot more versatile, allow you to put it in a lot of different areas even with space constraints, but also offer the same smart features. That would be incredible. And now let's talk about the price. So the Switchbot Humidifier, which again is a smart humidifier, has a 360-degree rotating nozzle, has a built-in essential oil diffuser. You can get all of this for just $49 US. And like I said, you can get the smart meter bundled together with the Switchbot Humidifier, and that just brings it up to around $58 US. Now that is, to me, amazing value. One thing to note though, depending on where you are, now this is available anywhere, but it only comes available with the US, the UK and the EU plug socket. So remember that you might need an adapter. So overall, Switchbot, they have done it again. Just like their other range of products, they have found the right balance of design, usability and value for money. And again, having a humidifier in a dry climate to me now is invaluable, and having something with smart controls to me is just perfect, and because of that, it is going to get a full 5 out of 5 stars and a Technobabble recommended logo. Alright, so that about wraps up my review of the Switchbot Humidifier. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, and I'll see you real soon.